Hey everybody, good afternoon. Today is April 16th, 2021, and we're going to be taking a look at gold, silver, the S&P 500, and Bitcoin. Going over to gold, gold is just flying. Like, gold's looking great on the daily. This is a really strong close to the week. If we go to the weekly, you're going to see this really, really nice move. So you've got a 3 going above a 2, which also coincided with the break of this yellow line. So this would have actually activated a long trade for me. Now, the only thing I get concerned about is that this looks like it's coming back for a retest of the top of this channel. Now, the top of this channel has been intact since back here. And let me just do that quick adjustment. And I believe that is the perfect top. That's about that's as close as I can get with all the touches. So we have a little bit more room to go. 1795 this week would be the high, but I don't think we're going to hit that. I think with 2 hours and 57 minutes left, we have a strong show of a breakout above here. Hopefully we consolidate for a little bit along this top of the channel and then break back out to the upside, and we start going back into this much higher price targets, 1850, 1900, 2000 again, and gold starts actually running. So, but gold's bullish. I'm assuming silver's the same. Yep. Silver's looking the same. Silver looks like it's getting caught, though, by this 50-period moving average on the daily. That's okay in my book. I think looking how quickly all of the moving averages are flipping, silver's looking strong. Now, we're on an 8 of 9 on the weekly, though, so this is something to consider. However, this is such a awesome. This 6 candle is such an awesome reversal candle, like a capitulation bottom followed by a bunch of buyers coming in. I mean, that's as good as it gets. Like, the daily really didn't look nearly as good, but the weekly chart on the 6 looks amazing. Like, this 4 looked really good until we started trading right below here. So until we closed that 5 candle with indecision. I mean, but that's awesome. So the breakout of this wedge is great. I am expecting a retest of the bottom of this channel. I didn't expect it to come. We need to break this line, though. We need to break 2660. So we're back in the 2600 area, or $26 area, but we need to break $26.60. We need to break above there and close if we're going to come back and back test this before we're going to get rejected and fall into the 22 range. Going over to the S&P 500, the S&P 500 is making yet another all-time high. And I don't have anything else to say about the S&P 500 except for the fact that I'm even more terrified now because the slope on this angle is increasing. Because now my angle is starting to go like this. Now if I go body to body, this is the angle. And that's bad. That's bad. This is we're gonna be all right. Let's take the extension off of here and see where we can go to before I start getting concerned. Now we can run into 5,000 on the S&P 500 along this line, which is a 6-week vertical run that throws you up 25%. And that would, in my opinion, that would be the top of a super cycle on the S&P 500. And that would probably set us up for the full crash in the market, which would take us out. That wouldn't be the COVID bump crash. That would be probably as bad as '08. At least the crash would come back to here, to this double top area, to 1563. That's how bad of a crash I think we're looking at coming up when all of this starts going. But that number may not mean anything if we keep printing the dollar into non-existence and irrelevancy, which looks like that's the case. So I am getting more and more terrified the longer I stare at this chart, The angle that we're starting to climb at is not good. We need to pull back. We need to pull back and touch the top of this channel again. We need to get the hell back down there. I mean, we need a 40% correction. A 40% correction. I mean, a 25 and 30. Like here's the bare minimum size correction I need is, honest to God, a pullback to 3,000. For me to feel like confident that the market is in a healthy position, because this is not healthy to me. This doesn't look healthy at all. This looks like a situation that is imminent and ripe for collapse. And I'm getting more and more terrified the longer I stare at this chart. So that's my thoughts. Hopefully next week changes my opinion and we come back down to that that shallower angle of incline. But until I see us start touching back down here, as long as we're doing multiple weeks going up like this, vertical, 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 I think we're in for at minimum another Great Recession, at maximum worse than the Great Depression in terms of economics in the world. All right, that's the doom and gloom news for the day. Let's go over to Bitcoin. Bitcoin on the daily, I'm actually really liking this chart. I like the fact that we are pulling back pretty heavily. We came back here, we touched the 883, we came back and we hit the 382. These are like really, really strong fib numbers for me. And what I want to see now is actually us close above $62,532. I want to see us close above the 618 today. So I actually like this. Even right here, a close is okay. And the reason I say that is because we're still closing above the wicks of the previous all-time high, and this looks like a back test to me. This looks like a back test of the triangle breakout. What I believe the triangle breakout which was like the 59,000 area, and that's close enough for me. So going over to the 4 hour. The 4 hour is kind of more interesting because the 4 hour still has this angle of incline that's still intact. And as long as this line is intact and we're running along it, and like I said, I don't care if we consolidate here all the way until the beginning of May. We can consolidate in this little box right here, this entire area. I don't care if we sit Bitcoin right here for the entirety of April and consolidate at this price point and just kind of build a nice floor right here and then bounce and then take a 20% swing to the upside off of this triangle breakout. I honestly wouldn't mind that. I think that would be really, really healthy. I would like to see some type of structure like this come into existence, actually. I actually want a triangle to form. Something like this is actually what I want to see form. Come back and then get close to the apex where this trend line is. Somewhere maybe like right here, which maybe a wick down into touching this. I don't want to kind of do it until maybe in the 20, maybe like next week, maybe next weekend is when I want to start seeing us like trying to wick into this upper bounds trend line. So wicking into this supporting trend line that's ascending, and we're at a good angle right now. Like this is a great angle. I really, really like how we're looking here. I think this is perfect. This is like a 45, 55 degree angle where we can basically be building mini triangle fractals inside this angle that just keep popping us. So what I want to see is pops, sideways, pops, sideways, pops, sideways, just like a ladder. Just like climbing stairs. That's exactly how I want to see it. Basically, if you go back into here, you'll see what happens. Pop, stare. Pop, stare. Pop, stare. It's a consolidation followed by a breakout, consolidation followed by a breakout, consolidation followed by a breakout, and another consolidation. And I don't mind seeing a bunch of smaller consolidations inside this that are just making us go because that's going to drag the altcoins up really, really high. And you can see right here that we've on the RSI on the 4 hour, you can actually see that we bounced pretty strongly off this purple line. And this is kind of my lower bounds for where I like to see Bitcoin in a bullish move to the upside stay. I like to see it stay up above here. The green zone is my perfect tier area. I really like us playing in that zone. I think that's the safest area. The red zone is overextension, and I get concerned when we start breaking into that, and that usually signals a drop for me, and a pretty violent one. You know, here we go again, violent drop. Consolidation over here. I thought we maybe had enough room to go and test the all-time high again and start building this topping structure, but we're just not there yet. But I do want to see us build a triangle here. So I'm going to remove these for now because they don't need to be there. They're in the way. Another thing to note is, you know, our yellow line right here, we did close one candle below it, but we immediately rejected and came right back above it. So I am more than happy to sit there and say that we are in a good spot. We do have a little bit of a channel that formed. I'm not too concerned. Unless I see us break down here again and then break down here and get all the way to here. I don't care as long as we're above this green line, to be perfectly honest. As long as we're above this green trend line and the lowest is 58, then we're over here 59, you know, 60. As long as we're above $60,000 daily closes, I think we're in a fantastic spot. You know, consolidation at the highs is always bullish, in my opinion. This is consolidation at the highs. So RSI on the daily. Daily's looking great. Let me pop back over to the daily chart and not flip the time over here. So daily chart is looking really strong on the RSI. We're looking good there. The MACD is still trending upwards. That's great news. We can get rid of that. We don't need that here. We can actually move a new line onto this, and you can see that the RSI has plenty of room to stay as long as we're above this trend area, and we can just consolidate and go around. But I'm a bull. I don't see the fear and doom on the Bitcoin people saying, oh my God, it looks like a top, it looks like a top. I don't see that yet. I see us being in a really nice bullish territory. We went sideways so long that we reset the RSI. People will say this is divergence. I'm not calling this divergence. This area right here is clearly, you know, lower high, higher low, and then a breakout with a higher RSI high, and then a back test of the previous top on the RSI. This is just healthy RSI. This is just healthy looking to me on the RSI. And I think that we can, I really want to play in this zone, just like on the 4 hour. It's the same zone, I just don't have it marked. But I really want to go back into this zone on the 4 hour and just kind of flirt with testing, you know, this red line for maybe the weekend, maybe throughout the weekend. All right, that's about everything I have to say. Have a wonderful Friday, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.